Jorginho, Chelsea deserved late win against Newcastle United. Chelsea midfielder Jorginho has declared that his side deserved their late win over Newcastle United on Sunday afternoon. Kai Havertz bagged a last-minute winner as Chelsea came out 1-0 victors over Eddie Howe's Newcastle side. Jorginho provided a fine assist, with a lofted pass over the Toon defence to find Havertz, who took the ball down with a brilliant touch before finishing to send Stamford Bridge into celebration. Speaking to Chelsea's official website, Jorginho discussed the result and stated that his side deserved to come away with the 3 points. He said, "I thought we believed until the end, and that is our group, it is our mentality. That is what we have been showing all the time now, we keep focused, work hard and fight and push until the end. We deserved the win. It was a great result, atmosphere and great for the fans." The Italian international continued to discuss the ongoing situation surrounding the club as Chelsea are preparing to be sold following Roman Abramovich's sanctioning by the UK government. "It is a good challenge, to be honest, because we're all human, and when there's so much going around it is not easy," he continued. "We try to isolate sometimes, we try to focus what we need to do because we are also professional, as you could see. We know our targets and we know what we're here for. We're fighting for that. It remains to be seen as to what the future holds for Chelsea, but Jorginho and his teammates will be hopeful of keeping up their fine form, which has seen them win 5 matches in a row for the first time since Thomas Tuchel took over from Frank Lampard last season. Thomas Tuchel discusses LOSC Lille ahead of Chelsea's Champions League clash. Speaking after Chelsea's 1-0 Premier League triumph over Newcastle United, via the Fifth Stand app, Tuchel opened up on the Champions League leg. He said, "Of course, it's the best way to arrive, having won previous game. We have a bit of a disadvantage because they played Friday, a home game, we play Sunday and then we have to travel. I know the stadium very well. Very emotional, very loud, a tough team, we need to prove it again." The German is no stranger to Lille, having been manager of Paris Saint-Germain and faced off against the French side on several occasions. Tuchel has admitted that the squad have been affected by the ongoing sale of Chelsea, as he said, "I had the feeling that it is our responsibility because we can't influence the situation. We are not responsible for the situation, so, at some point, it's our responsibility because we are in the spotlight and have these games, to focus on what we do well. It's a responsibility to our talent but also to every employee of Chelsea. There are a lot of people that I see on a daily basis who are worried and who work for decades. They are not so famous but they are worried for a pretty close future, wonder if things will be all right. Therefore, he will be looking to put this to one side as they face Lille on Wednesday night in the Champions League clash." Prospective Chelsea buyers hoping to persuade Antonio Rudiger to stay amid Real Madrid and PSG interest. Prospective buyers of Chelsea Football Club are hoping they can convince Antonio Rudiger to stay at the club, according to reports. Chelsea were put up for sale on March 2 by Roman Abramovich, but on Thursday the club were thrown into dismay and chaos after the UK government confirmed its decision to sanction Abramovich. However, the government have now given the green light for the sale to go ahead and those looking to buy the club can submit their bids. Per 90 Minutes, several prospective buyers are hoping to persuade Chelsea defender Rudiger to extend his deal beyond the end of the season. It was previously reported that Saudi media group, who have now bid £2.7 billion for Chelsea, wanted to keep Rudiger at the club. None of the other parties wishing to convince the defender to stay have been named, but a consortium led by Todd Burley and Hans-Georg Wyss is one group keen on buying Chelsea, as well as British businessman Nick Candy, who is a Chelsea fan and was in attendance for their 1-0 win against Newcastle United on Sunday. Whilst Chelsea are currently unable to continue contract talks with players, the new owners will be able to kick on with negotiations once the takeover is complete. The latest reports have stated that 3 clubs have approached Rudiger regarding a summer move on a free and that he will decide his future soon. Real Madrid, Bayern Munich and Paris Saint-Germain have all shown a recent interest in the German international, but it is unclear as to who the clubs interested in signing Chelsea's star is. Chelsea on stand-by for Leeds United winger Raphinha following sale news. Chelsea are on standby in their pursuit for Leeds United winger Raphinha as Barcelona and Liverpool remain interested in the Brazilian, according to reports. This comes after Roman Abramovich put Chelsea up for sale before being sanctioned by the UK government, suspending any transfer activities within the club. As per Fabrizio Romano, this has led to a potential move for Raphinha being put on hold. The Italian Transfer Insider wrote, Barcelona are interested in Raphinha alongside Premier League clubs, including Liverpool. Chelsea wanted him, now in standby. It was previously reported that Chelsea were leading the race for the Brazilian, but their ownership issues have thrown any potential summer deals into doubt. It is believed that the Brazilian will be available for as little as €25 million if Leeds are relegated, and if they stay up he has a minimum fee release clause of €75 million, which means that Leeds cannot stop any club who bids that amount. Football London previously reported that Chelsea have held an interest in Raphinha since his days at Rennes during the 2019-20 campaign, when Blues scouts were watching Senegalese international Edouard Mendy, as well as 19-year-old Eduardo Camavinga. Raphinha was strongly linked with the Blues ahead of the January transfer window, but the 25-year-old ended up staying at Leeds. The UK government confirmed on Thursday that they would be sanctioning Abramovich, freezing his assets and finances following his links to the Russian state and Vladimir Putin, which effectively paused the flow of money in and out of Chelsea. The club have been given a special license to continue playing, with amendments made in recent days, to give them some more room to breathe, but they remain heavily restricted. They are unable to sell match tickets, merchandise or conduct any transfer activity including contract renewals. Therefore, it looks unlikely that any transfers will be discussed until a new owner is in place at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea owner Roman Abramovich spotted in Tel Aviv following government sanctions. Roman Abramovich has been pictured for the first time since Chelsea's Club World Cup triumph in Abu Dhabi last month, amid sanctions placed on him by the UK government. The 55-year-old, who was present to see Chelsea lift every trophy possible under his 19-year ownership, listed the club for sale on March 2 as he came under pressure to be sanctioned following Russia's invasion of Ukraine. 8 days later, he was sanctioned by the UK government for his ties to the Russian state and Vladimir Putin, claims he strongly denies, which saw his assets frozen. In the process, Chelsea have had some of their company credit cards frozen as they operate under a special license given to them by the government to allow for them to continue fulfilling fixtures whilst a sale is finalised. Abramovich will not be allowed to receive a penny from the sale, with the government having the final say over where the funds of the sale end up. The Russian oligarch has been sanctioned by Canada and, most recently, the EU. His private jets have been tracked in recent weeks. It has seen him visit Tel Aviv, Moscow, Istanbul and Dubai. The latest, as tracked by an individual who is monitoring all movement in the air regarding Russian oligarchs, was a flight from Tel Aviv to Istanbul on Monday. And as the Russian-born waited for his flight, he was pictured by Reuters in the VIP airport lounge. Rain, who are overseeing the sale, hope to conclude a deal by the end of the month with 200 interested parties as the March 18 deadline this Friday nears. Chelsea provide updates on ticket sales as government talks continue. Chelsea have confirmed they are awaiting a decision from the government over whether they will be allowed to resume selling tickets to their supporters for upcoming matches. Following the decision to sanction owner Roman Abramovich for his links to the Russian state and Vladimir Putin as a result of the war in Ukraine, Chelsea were ordered to run the club under a special license which allowed him to continue fulfilling their games. Abramovich's assets were frozen, and is effectively paused all of Chelsea's income streams after the terms in the license were revealed. It barred Chelsea from selling merchandise, closing their Stamford Bridge megastore. But it also stopped the club selling tickets beyond March 10. For their upcoming match against Middlesbrough, only several hundred tickets were sold before the sanctions were imposed. With just 5 days until the game, the remainder of tickets are yet to be sold, but the club are hoping they will be able to put them on sale for its supporters. In an update on their official website, they wrote, "With the club still awaiting confirmation from the UK government on whether we can sell tickets or not, including to this weekend's FA Cup tie at Middlesbrough, we have the latest situation on sales for upcoming men's, women's and academy fixtures. We are pressing the government to allow our supporters to have access to tickets. Meetings are taking place daily in search of a resolution. In addition, the Premier League and FA are also discussing with the government the sporting integrity issues raised if they do not permit fans to attend. We are aware of the high level of frustration our supporters are facing over this issue, and we are doing everything we can to resolve it as soon as possible."
That is all just news today. If you like the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much. Goodbye and see you by tomorrow news.